Imagine this for a second. You come home after a long day. You sit down on your couch. You grab a controller. Not a PlayStation controller connected to a giant console. Not a noisy gaming PC. Just a tiny black box sitting quietly next to your TV. You press one button. The screen turns on instantly. No loading screens. No fan noise. No lag. And within seconds, you're playing a full console-level game. Not a mobile game. Not cloud streaming. A real AAA title. Running locally. Smooth. Sharp. Stable. That future sounds crazy, right? But here's the shocking part. It's not science fiction anymore. It's exactly what Apple is quietly preparing with the next Apple TV. And if the latest leaks are even half true, this could be one of the biggest upgrades Apple has ever made to a product almost nobody talks about. For years, Apple TV has been one of Apple's most underrated devices. It has always been fast, always stable, always polished. It has one of the cleanest interfaces in the entire streaming world. No ads everywhere. No messy menus. Just simple, smooth, reliable performance. But despite all that, Apple TV has always felt limited. It was great for movies, great for shows, fine for casual games, but never exciting. And that's exactly what is about to change. The current Apple TV 4K came out back in 2022. In tech years, that feels ancient. Smartphones have gone through multiple generations since then. Chips have jumped forward. AI has exploded. Gaming has evolved. But Apple TV stayed the same. All through 2024 and 2025, leaks kept saying a new Apple TV was coming. People expected it alongside new iPhones. Then rumors pointed to October. Then November. Then December. And then nothing. At first, it felt like Apple had forgotten about it. But according to reliable sources, the delay wasn't a mistake. It was a decision. Apple didn't delay the Apple TV because it had nothing ready. They delayed it because they're building something much bigger than a normal refresh. The next Apple TV is not just about faster menus or slightly better streaming. It's about changing what this box actually is. The heart of everything is one chip, the A17 Pro. This is the same chip that powers the iPhone 15 Pro. When Apple revealed it, they didn't talk about emails or apps. They showed real console games. Games like Resident Evil Village, Death Stranding, Assassin's Creed. These games run locally on the device. No cloud, no streaming tricks, real graphics, real performance. Now, think about this. An iPhone is tiny. It runs on a battery. It heats up fast. And even with all those limits, it can run these games. Now imagine that same chip inside an Apple TV. A device that stays plugged into the wall. A device with more space. Better cooling. No battery limits. That chip could run at full power all the time. This is why people are calling the next Apple TV a console killer. Not because it will replace a PlayStation overnight, but because it changes the rules. You already can connect a PlayStation or Xbox controller to Apple TV. It takes seconds. No setup pain. Apple doesn't even need to sell a controller. You use what you already have. That alone lowers the barrier for gaming massively. Millions of people don't want to spend $500 on a console. They don't want loud fans. They don't want giant boxes. They just want to sit down and play something fun on their TV. That's where Apple TV fits perfectly. Right now, Apple TV gaming is mostly known for Apple Arcade. Small games, family games, casual stuff. That's fine. But the moment you can download a real AAA game and play it directly on your TV, everything changes. The Apple TV stops being just a streaming box. It becomes a serious entertainment machine. And gaming is only one side of the story. The other side is Apple Intelligence. By 2026, Apple wants AI everywhere. Not fake AI, not buzzwords. Real, useful intelligence that understands context. Your habits, your preferences, your family. Older chips simply cannot handle this workload. They aren't designed for it. But the A17 Pro has a powerful neural engine built exactly for this kind of processing. This means the next Apple TV could become the brain of your living room. Imagine talking to your TV and it actually understands you. Not robotic commands. Real sentences. You say, find me a show like The Last of Us, but lighter and shorter. And Siri doesn't panic. It doesn't show random results. It understands mood, tone, the NGDH. It suggests something you actually want to watch. You could ask for games that support 2 controllers and are good for kids. You could ask for movies your family usually finishes, not ones you always abandon halfway. The TV learns. It adapts. It becomes personal. This is something no cheap streaming stick can do. Apple also plans to improve profiles and personalization even more. Shared TVs are messy. Families use them. Guests use them. Kids use them. The next Apple TV experience is designed around that reality. Each person gets their own space, their own recommendations, their own limits, their own watch history. And because everything runs locally, it's fast. No lag. No waiting for servers. The timing also makes sense. According to leaks, Apple is aiming for a launch in early 2026, most likely spring, around March or April. This gives Apple time to align new hardware with new software, new Siri, new AI features, a fresh vision for the living room. Will this replace a PlayStation 5 for hardcore gamers? Not immediately. Big gaming libraries take time. Developers need incentives. But Apple doesn't need to win hardcore gamers right away. They just need to win normal people. People who already own an Apple TV. People who already have controllers. People who want easy fun without spending a fortune. Once the audience grows, developers will follow. That's how ecosystems work. We've seen it before. The most impressive part is how quiet this revolution is. Apple isn't shouting about it yet. No flashy marketing. No hype videos. Just leaks. Just hints. Just slow, careful moves. And honestly, this is exactly what Apple needs to do. The Apple TV has been good for a long time, but it hasn't been exciting. Adding the A17 Pro changes that instantly. It bridges the gap between mobile and console gaming. It makes AI actually useful. It turns a small black box into something powerful without changing how simple it feels. If Apple keeps the price reasonable, this could become a must-buy device. Not just for Apple fans. For anyone who loves technology. For anyone who wants great entertainment without clutter. In my opinion, this might be one of Apple's smartest moves in years. Not loud, not flashy, but incredibly strategic. The next Apple TV isn't trying to be everything. It's just trying to be the best version of what it already is. And that's why it could end up changing everything. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video with other tech fans, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the latest leaks, rumors, and updates.